return, an unforgettable one. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Now through June 30th, lease the 2020 BMW X5 S-Drive 40i for $669 a month with $49.99 due at signing. Visit SoCalBMW.com for details.
As all the best hosts know, Smart & Final is your summer barbecue headquarters. So from one great host to another, shop all the best deals at Smart & Final. Like red cherries, $1.99 per pound, limit 10 pounds. Smart & Final, one trip and that's it.
Here's to the noisemakers, the loudmouths, the misfits,
the rabble-rousers,
and instigators
who stood out,
spoke out,
and demanded to be seen.
Without their protest, there would be no pride.
So this Pride, we protest hate in every form.
Standing united, leading with love.
Be seen, be heard,
be proud.
Here's to how we got here.
Here's to Pride that can't be canceled.
Join us for Can't Cancel Pride. June 25th at 9 p.m. on Facebook, Instagram, and live on iHeartRadio stations. In partnership with P&G, with support from Bounty, Charmin, Dawn, Downy, Pantene, Tide, Jared, and more.
I've always wanted to learn another language, so I decided to give Babbel a try, and I really like the teaching method of the app. I started with the beginner lesson on Babbel, and soon you're putting words into a conversation. Each lesson takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and they're all really different, which keeps things interesting. I can't wait to use my Spanish skills in real life. Dos cervezas, por favor.
Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com or download the Babbel app. That's BABBEL.com.
Tell your Google Assistant to play 104.3 MyFM on iHeartRadio.
This traffic report is sponsored by Allstate. Well, they cleared the crash out of the way on the 710 freeway, southbound side as you're coming up on Alondra. So the drive there is recovering as you come away from the 105. Much improved up ahead as you're heading into Long Beach. There's a crash on the southbound side of the 405 in the Sepulveda Pass just before you get to Getty Center. It looks like that happened in the middle lane. So the drive is going to be a heavy one right now as you're coming away from Burbank Boulevard. Northbound side of the 405, still reduced speeds there from the 105 out towards the 10 freeway. And if you're headed for the drive on the southbound side of the 170, Caltrans is working there between Burbank Boulevard and Riverside Drive where two right lanes are shut down. You're seeing slow drive through that stretch, but you can avoid it altogether by taking the southbound side of the 5 because that is wide open from the 170 split over towards the 134. This traffic report is sponsored by Allstate. With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands? That's your traffic. I'm Tony Jordan with Valentine in the Morning on 104.3 MyFM.
All right, Tony, thank you very much. It is 7:40. It's Valentine in the Morning. If you're on the way to work as an essential worker, please be safe. Have a good work day. If you're staying at home with the kids or if you're just at the house hanging out, hopefully your day goes in a positive direction as well. If you're my family, you're not out of bed yet because you guys have been just snoozing. Colin's like, hey, school's out for summer, man. School's out. Kids get out of bed at 9:45, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
But he's not even a teenager yet, technically, Kev. He's 12 years of age, so his teenage sleeping in years haven't even started. He's already getting in bed at 9:45 or 10?
Yeah.
Good for him is right.
Sleep is important.
Yeah, no, I agree. Jill's got the Hollywood headlines coming up.
The Emmy Awards just found their host for this year. I'll tell you who he is at 7:50.
We're getting a ton of texts here. 31043 is our text line. Jill read that DM a bit ago from that young lady who was disagreeing with her family about social distancing. And these texts, I mean, we appreciate every single one, but they're all over the place. Christy said, I am so happy you guys are talking about this, about how what to do when you disagree with your family about social distancing. I seem to be the only one out of my 8 brothers and sisters who is practicing social distancing strictly. So that's tough. If you're living with these people, it is a hard thing to navigate. Art said, I had a nephew that wasn't following the CDC guidelines. He went to Arizona to party, and he came back positive for the virus.
Oh, man.
562 says, I live with my parents, and we have different views regarding social distancing. They're going out. My parents are going to restaurants, and they're both over 65. I don't like it.
Because then you're fearful for your parents at the same time as maybe you're fearful for yourself and coming back to the house. But yeah, my mom is 80 years of age. She's on lockdown in Connecticut. She's not going out anywhere. She goes to mass, but that's via TV. And sometimes she's late for that because she's, I don't know what she's doing. How she's late for mass.
Getting that Chico's outfit looking right.
Getting that Chico's outfit looking right. Ashley, good morning. How are you doing today?
And how are you guys?
We're doing all right. So what's the situation at your house? You're kind of in this spot where people disagree on social distancing?
Yeah, I mean, we don't live under the same roof, but we're a really close family.
Yeah.
And it's just me and my sister. We're the only two kids. And her family, from the very beginning, haven't social distanced at all.
Oh, okay.
And my family has. And so it's been a kind of a source of a negative energy with all of us.
Yeah. Now, does she want to get together with your family, and then you're hesitant to get together with the family because you know they haven't social distanced even since the beginning? Is that it?
Yeah. My niece actually graduated 5th grade, and she had a party.
Yeah.
And we actually were even invited because she just knew we wouldn't come.
Right.
Oh.
That is so difficult because even just across the street, some friends of ours are having like pool parties and there's cars up and down the street. And then I have to tell my son, but your mom and dad don't have that same thought process, you know? And he's going out today doing some stuff. And I guess Leilani is going to try and do some stuff today, but nothing like this, no parties or anything, just trying to get out of the house and wear a mask and all that. But it's hard to explain to your kids and hard to explain to your side that, hey, we believe in social distancing. I'm sorry the people across the street don't believe in social distancing. They're having parties and stuff. It's tough.
It's hard to see it as an adult, too. When you look at social media and you see your friends and they're all having these parties and people are hanging out in these groups and you've been stuck inside your house for the past 3 months, it does get very hard to see that. And you think, well, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. But then you can't, for me personally.
You can't.
I can't.
Right.
No. But it's very, very hard.
Right. No, we're not going to see you until there's a cure or something. You're stuck. You're stuck in that place of yours, Jill, for a long time.
Right.
You better get that virtual quarantine suitor of yours to go get tested. So you can come and knock on your door.
We should just move in with you. Why don't you guys just socially distance together?
Could you imagine?
You've got it. She went on one date with this guy before
She's
everything. She's sweating. She's fanning her face right now. She's so mad at us. Ashley, she went on one date before everything kind of shut down, and she's been talking to this guy, her virtual quarantine suitor, via Zoom and FaceTime and stuff like that.
Yes.
But it's frustrating because Jill can't go to work because of the MS, so she's in total lockdown with this thing.